Hello, everybody. Keith Andrews coming to you again in Birmingham, Alabama. It's a beautiful day outside. The weather's changing. This is October 1st, 2025. And today I was fortunate to grab this young man away from a meeting that we were doing together. His name's David Slowikowski. I'll allow him to introduce himself to you, and then we'll start a little chat real quick.
Hello, my name is David Slowikowski. I'm in the insurance business. I do anything from home, auto, but a lot of commercial. We want commercial for new businesses, existing businesses, startups, anything like that. But I've got a lot of different companies that I can offer depending on the situation, Keith.
Okay, so today, what I'd like to ask you, and I'm trying to figure out the best way to ask David this, is your world, how it ties into like a local economy, small town USA.
Yep.
I know we understand that's most of the economy is made up of small businesses.
Oh yeah. Yep.
And when you say that, we're talking about the gamut, any kind of industry you can imagine. They
That's
start
right.
out small and then they take off, right?
Oh yeah, that's what we want.
How do you fit into that, David?
Well, it would probably be really on all segments of that. It could be at the beginning. Let's say you've got a startup or somebody opening a mom and pop, a retail, maybe building something. You've got to start with some insurance. You've got to have general liability insurance anytime you're dealing with the general public.
Okay.
And if you're building something, you've got to have builder's risk coverage to insure that thing from the ground up. You've got a lot of money invested in that. And so you've got to protect that investment. So you do a builder's risk policy to protect you during that building process. After it's completed, you've got to have a permanent commercial policy of some sort for the investment that you just did, and general liability, operational coverage. And so an owner, builder, developer is going to look at that cost. I mean, there's a lot of costs associated with that. And so you've got to be cognizant of the cost, and so hopefully I'd be able to provide, what you need to protect that investment at a good cost, though, as well.
Okay. Yep. Okay. So here's a thought I had while you were talking. I know that all that being in the commercial real estate world, all that involves the municipalities somehow, some way when it comes to building and developing.
Yep.
Do you interact with the municipalities at any time? Has that ever come up? And
yeah, a lot of times, municipalities might need bonds.
Okay.
A lot of things that they do, they've got to have a bond in place for their position, their role in some sort of development. And so we'll do bonds. The general liability coverage is always important. Like I said, anytime you've got the general public involved, you've got to have liability coverage.
Great. Now I'm going to ask you a crazy thing, because sometimes it's pretty fun. There might be a wild story of your experience. You might want to say it was really funny or something that you learned, a lesson you learned from dealing with something, and everybody learned from it.
Yeah.
Well, anything you can think of real quick. If not, that's okay.
Yeah, I mean, there's always potential out there, and my background is a risk management insurance background, and so I'm always very aware of potential liability situations. And so anytime that I can give people advice going into a business, even municipalities that are somewhat protected, you've got to have liability coverage in place, professional liability coverage, general liability coverage in place, just in case something crazy does happen. You want to protect yourself and
Have
those
you ever seen
investors.
anything crazy happen?
Oh yeah, there is. But
What was something you saw?
just liability.
Did an elephant
dog
come
bites.
walking down the sidewalk?
No, it was a crazy dog bit somebody in a community event. Nobody could have really foresaw that, but it does happen. So.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, is there any last thing you want to leave with the public here? Anything you can think of? We can wrap up with?
Well, wrap up with it. I'd just like to introduce myself again, David Slowikowski. I have a new agency that I'm partnering up with somebody in, and it's called Southern Indemnity Group. And we'll go anything from commercial to personal lines, to bonds, event policies, anything
Yeah.
like that somebody might need. So
Well, man, I'd like to thank you for taking a little
Thank you,
time out
Keith.
talking to me today.
I appreciate that.
All right, we appreciate you, and thank
Thank
you,
you.
everybody, for joining us today. See you next time.